Then when we're talking about the Broncos defense, I mean, I like their front, man. I do. Obviously, Bradley Chubb, he stands out to me. I thought he played too many snaps in his first game back, and they said they initially didn't want him to play that much. But obviously, when you lose Von Miller game week, and obviously he's out for the season, I think that's what ultimately led to him playing a lot more. But when he was fresh and not tired, he was looking good. Like good. He was giving Taylor Lewan some issues, and we know Taylor Lewan is a top tackle in this league. He looked really good against him. Jarrell Casey, obviously, in the interior was causing some problems as well, man. I like that. They're gonna feel the loss of AJ Bouye though. Separated the shoulder, he's gonna be out.
They said probable. Is it?
No. Yeah,
confirmed?
they put him on IR yesterday. So he's gonna be gone for at least 3 weeks. So I think they're definitely gonna feel that. And obviously they already lost Chris Harris through free agency during the offseason. So that could be something that potentially they still take advantage of. I think they will, as long as they can protect. If they can, like I said, you got to minimize Chubb and Casey, though. If you can contain those guys, man, and give Ben some time, yeah, I definitely like our receivers versus their secondary.
No joke. I was thinking this. It's actually pretty similar to the Giants matchup.
Absolutely. It definitely is.
good, but an experienced quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Young weapons on offense.
Yeah.
You could see talent. I mean, Sutton's actually way better than anyone the Giants had for sure. But I mean, he's coming off an injury. Like we're not. I mean, I think he's playing this. I think they're gonna. I think it's gonna be him, Hamler, and Judy. I think they're all gonna play. But unproven talent there in terms of
and you
Judy
still have
and
to
Hamler.
wonder at what percentage are they going to be, because obviously they've been dealing with
even with being in sync with Locke,
Right.
you know. But a great tight end in Fant, Ingram over there with the Giants, and then defense, like you said, front seven is their strength, getting to the passer, getting behind the backfield. And then I guess secondary, especially with Bowie being
Bouye
out.
gone, yeah.
How is it? I said Bowie.
You just say Bouye, it's a Bouye. Yeah.
Bouye. With Bouye being out. I mean, they got Simmons. I think that may be the X factor that Broncos have as opposed to the Giants. But
True.
It's pretty similar in my opinion.
But you think about this. Who did the Giants have in their secondary that was the X factor?
I'd say Simmons over him though.
Well, no, I agree in that, but I'm just saying, like, very similar in terms of where you have their, like, the playmakers and stuff like that. One guy in the secondary, this guy at that level, and so forth. But yeah, man, when you talked about Noah Fant, man, they do a really good job of featuring him. But the thing that I like what the Broncos did that I do think will cause some issues for our rushers. What they do, they have a lot of 12 personnel where they'll have 2 tight end sets, or wherever your premier edge guy is, they'll have a tight end to his side, and they delay that tight end every time. In terms of, they'll have that tight end stay in and chip that edge guy like a hard 2 hands on him, 1001, 1002, and then get into the route late, which
That's
a lot of times.
one thing he could do better than Ingram.
Yeah,
for sure.
and it benefited Fant a lot, because by the time you 1000, 2000, the coverage is already left. And obviously the Titans, they played a lot more zone, so they would be gone. And now he's able to slip out, catch it at, a 4-yard catch, but he runs after, makes it 7 or 8. I like that a lot, because Jadeveon Clowney was giving them problems. And when they started doing that, it really changed how his impact was on the game, along with moving Drew Lock a lot, man. He hardly ever was just dropping straight back. He was rolling to the right, rolling to the left. It was always some type of misdirection, just moving his launch point to ultimately compensate for the line's inefficiencies. For me, man, I could definitely see them doing something similar to that, because our D-line is a lot better than that Titans D-line. And just knowing they're not going to just sit back and allow Bud and TJ to take advantage of those tackles, especially, I mean, the one tackle that they draft, was it the one they drafted this year or the one they signed? I'm drawing a blank, but he's not even playing. He opted out for the season and things like that. So that's definitely not the matchup that you want to have those guys on the island for. So I can see that scenario where they try to minimize those guys like that. Luckily for us, we do have the back end that can cover and hang with those guys, but that's definitely going to be something to watch, man.